else your teeth will rot, said Wise Mouse. Yes, you are right, but please don't tell the other animals. They will say their king doesn't keep clean, whispered Lion. All right, laughed Mouse. Lion also laughed. The end. What do you think about the story? I want you to think about what happened at the beginning, middle, and end of the story. I will tell you a part of the story and you will tell me whether it happened at the beginning, the middle, or the end. Listen. Mouse cleaned Lion's tooth. When did that happen, Winnie?
At the end of the story.
Yes, Mouse cleaned Lion's tooth at the end of the story. Listen again. Lion had a sore tooth. When did that happen, Lisa?
At the beginning of the story.
Yes, Lion had a sore tooth at the beginning of the story. Now, Deer was going to kick Lion's tooth out. When did that happen, Winnie?
In the middle of the story.
Yes, Deer was going to kick Lion's tooth out in the middle of the story. So, in the story, first, Lion had a sore tooth. Then, Deer was going to kick the lion's tooth out. At the end, Mouse cleaned Lion's tooth. For your homework, I want you to draw a picture of the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Then show the picture to someone in your family and tell them about the story. That is the end of our class for today. I'm so happy you were here with me. Thank you so much. Remember, we practiced the sentence, chimpanzees resemble humans closely. We reviewed the beginning sounds of our keywords jersey, lake, match, and ostrich. Then we blended our sounds together with our blending boxes and read our words. We practiced the sounds j, l, and o. And last, we read the story with the title The Toothache. Friday, we will practice a new sentence and new key words. We will read the same story again and talk about the characters and the setting. Goodbye and stay well.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people. Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people. Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
The Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You may listen to the radio teaching program. We come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, courtesy of the Rising Academy Network in partnership with the government of Sierra Leone and Teaching Services Commission. In case you missed part of it, tune in again at exactly 1 o'clock for the afternoon session. Stay tuned to Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, 9 minutes until 12. 12 o'clock will bring come to you a special Corona update program sponsored by Osiwa. We will come your way right here on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Stay tuned to this dial. We continue with more music right until the hour of 12 o'clock.
Not censorship. Besides, they get a parliamentary.
Now one ball I get, one ball I get.
Okay, thanks on the mix, baby.
Tiddy da 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 eh. Yeah, 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 AMJ. Ah boy. Let's get it. Now one ball I get, so I the kick and fine. Make it go inside the goal. Either I win or I win. Party man no other option. I know one time is on, cause I refuse for be a loser. Myself when they stretch and a pocket and they pay for the dinner. Put some coke na the freezer. When me man and block na the corner with the smoke some we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. Okay, watch and see, I'ma double up my pay. Yeah, yeah. Now one ball I get, one ball I get.
Okay, thanks on the mix, baby.
Tiddy da 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 eh. Yeah, 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 AMJ. Ah boy. Let's get it. Now one ball I get, so I the kick and fine. Make it go inside the goal. Either I win or I win. Party man no other option. I know one time is on, cause I refuse for be a loser. Myself when they stretch and a pocket and they pay for the dinner. Put some coke na the freezer. When me man block na the corner with the smoke. So we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy 98.1. Simply the best.
Double it. I never need the money, I'ma cuddle it. See the blessing coming, I'ma humble it. I never flip the script, I never tumble it. Why you guys going from a nigga? You don't want it all from a nigga. I think I'm a ball, I'm a nigga. I got it like for a nigga like
you listen to us number one charismatic, versatile and experienced DJ Cliff 98.1.
Just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just
Radio
some young
Democracy,
niggas
the true voice of the people.
tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. Okay, watch and see, I'ma double up my pay. Watch, some not for watch. Put me money outside at the side. Under the carpet, the end the couch. You see me, they also for the money go shout. I go wash you with pepper leaf. But to every day myself one go, they wait for the rest. You go feel if the rest gets to chicken panta. And 3 extra beef na the side. But just imagine if to say I get money, then go say in bikini, they call me husband.
Well, if you don't know, but the Bantam this was fantastic and pack tactics. Watch no man. Right now, my day about for bust this one for the baddest thing. Long time in plan, skill away, harvesting. The last the Bantam, am the maddest thing, the smartest thing. God bless me. Every girl want to be address still. Rambo style and tape on the road right now. A DJ Cliff.
Okay, watch and see.
Tell them boy, don't bring any beef. See that?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know about the Bantam, this boss in this one for DJ Cliff, we hotter than pepper leaf. Nobody wanna bring any beef. No joke. Hey yo! Well, if you don't know about the Bantam, this was fantastic and pack tactics, stay high legacy, fantastic. Watch now! It's all about the Wednesday SL promotion. When them say SL, it means like the green, white and blue for XL. That's why me pack lyrics to the head swell. You don't know the baddest thing every Wednesday. DJ Cliff, you talk about SL promotion. Him want SL to XL. Dallas Bantam pack lyrics to the head swell. So no joke, make sure you link up and don't touch that dial. Cause a DJ Cliff, the hotter boy with hotter than pepper leaf. Hey yo, DJ, pull up. When the tune wicked and nice, you have to repeat it twice. No joke.
Let's get it. Now one ball I get, so I the kick and fine. Make it go inside the goal. Either I win or I win. Party man no other option. I know one time zone.
For news, views, and entertainment, stay tuned to Society for Radio Democracy 98.1. Simply the best.
Man block na the corner with the smoke. So we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just some young niggas leaving. just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. Okay, watch and see, I'ma double up my pay, yeah.
Walk, and double it. I never leave the money, I'ma cuddle it. See the blessing coming, I'ma humble it. I never flip the script, I never tumble it. What is haters want from a nigga? They don't want it all from a nigga. I think I'm a ball, I'm a nigga. I got a lot of stuff for a nigga like me. Yeah, niggas win. Yeah, we want it. We wanna get the money, yeah, we want it. We wanna see it good, but never better. I think I'm a hustle for the cheddar.
Bro, we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving.
3 minutes running until the hour 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we just some young niggas.
Right in the capital city of Freetown. It's Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. On a Wednesday morning, keep the coming right on the radio.
Yeah. Watch, some not for watch.
Don't forget it's exactly 12 o'clock. Welcome to your special Corona program.
See me the hustle for the money.
Courtesy
I tire with the stress and
Siwa.
Auto every day myself one go they wait for.
Stay tuned.
Feel if the rest get to chicken pan tap and 3 extra beef na the side. But just imagine if to say I get money. Then go say in bikini they call me husband. Then Sabi Walter the one who West Africa. They kill show the girl them all. Then they call and they only. Just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. Okay, watch and see, I'ma double up my pay, yeah.
I'ma double up my pay, yeah. I'ma work hard and pray. I don't even care what they say, cause I don't want no delay.
Buddy, just imagine if to say I get money, then go take
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
They kill show the girl them all, then they call and they only. Just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. We just some young niggas tryna get paid. Yeah, we just some young niggas leaving. Just some young niggas tryna get paid. We just some young niggas leaving. Okay, watch and see, I'ma double up my pay. Yeah.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people. Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
So serious, yes. Coronavirus. Salon people like we take it serious. And attend this. If you stay conscious. Know you left for good to other man. This is not the time you for any other man, yeah. I know you left for good to other man. But this is not the time you for any other man, yeah.
So now when I take time with the people who got fever. People with a cough and with a shiver. Cause it's not a time we for stay cautious. Cause Makuma no know, but Bonnie knows the symptoms with fever. So come balance.
Wednesday, May 20, 2020. Good afternoon, welcome to the special Corona Updates program. Me where they bring you this edition of the program Corona Updates. Musa Eskamana Minim.
Take precaution, like for cap under your eyes. This not sickness we go kill it quick. If you not take them do the right thing, you go end up sick.
Wednesday, May 20, 2020. Good afternoon, welcome to the special Corona Updates program. May we bring you this edition of the program Corona Updates. Musa Eskamara na minim. Inside this special Corona Updates program, we dey talk to Ben Coker, we na health education officer at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. We go can tell you about the corona sick and how to prevent this sick, make person not get them. The program na special Corona Updates, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and na Osiwa, the support Radio Democracy for produce and bring this program come to you. And you dey listen we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by Africell. And self, you dey listen we from Radio Shalom 89.5, where they cover the entire Kwainadugu and Falabat district and some partners on Kolili. Same way so, you dey listen we on Radio Malen 88.5 at the entire Pujaun district of Liberia border and Radio Kolen 10 on 90.0 Cambia. The program na special corona update we focus on issues them we get for do with the corona sickness na the country. And like all time, me guest inside the program like inside the program special corona updates na Ben Koka we na health education officer at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. Good afternoon, welcome to the program special corona hour.
Yeah, good afternoon listeners, good afternoon everybody.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier to listeners, now inside the edition of the program, we look inside the corona sickness. As first of all, we will begin as an expert begin tell the people what's exactly na corona.
Thank you so much for having me in the studio. The question where you ask, I can go straight to the answer. We know say currently vaccine no dey available for level protect itself against this COVID-19 when a coronavirus for short. But we go able for reduce the transmission. Like I come to waiting really the question we ask waiting a coronavirus. Coronavirus, this not a novel virus, not a new virus where it don't come about. It belongs to another family, the same family, where we know say them plenty, but this special one where it don't happen, where it kill plenty people in the whole world, now a new one. They call it novel coronavirus, new one. And your own type is quite different from the other viruses, but they belong to the same family. And family when they listen, this virus, this coronavirus, now virus where they affect the respiratory system, the blood system, like where the Creole people can call them. Now, in more it affect. Now, in pneumonia-like illnesses where it happen, where they affect the lungs, it affects the other parts of the body them also. So, if you can ask me, this now a virus where it don't cause plenty problem in the whole world, where it don't cause sickness. Now we see it move from one person to another. And the transmission, as family then they listen, and then in the view, the sickness now carry the disease. Now people then they go to the sickness. So we go like from a family and know that one day.
So you say now people in the carry and go with the disease. What now the mode of transmission? Is it droplet? Is it earphone? From the Ministry of Health perspective for listeners?
From the findings and still research they go on, we're not able to get a clear cut saying say na airborne infection. But waiting at the thing where we all learn get and clearly the disease when somebody passing the person when somebody will get the sickness, will get the virus inside where a cough, a sneeze. And the virus, the tumbo, they come up from the mouth, the nose, they go into the ear, a kind of aerosols. So if the person is closer to the next person, himself get in contact with that cough or the sneeze, now the way that the person they get on. Different way than they again where would they get the sickness. The virus itself, it get another way where they contract them. When like if somebody don't cough and sneeze, it drop na any surface, like in a desk, na bench, or na your phone self, the other person come in contact with that virus dey on the table, on the desk, on the railing where we can walk along for go downstairs. If the person gets on a hand, he touch the railing or he drop on at the table, or even the phone, you able for exchanger, you take other person your own phone where you don't cough and sneeze, you get the virus there. That's not the way that one the way the transmission they occur. And again, waiting we will like fumble and make them know about this coronavirus. We get way them where we know say we go do for reduce the transmission. We a really key. Even though we know say it can easily transmit or transfer to other person, But transmission rate can reduce through where we don't see now the general public, we don't educate about hand washing with soap and water. When I want show way that one, they not only COVID-19, but for now, now in the disease, now in the one where we know say the whole world, the outbreak done they with the respond to, we say one way, one sure way for make way for prevent them. Now where you wash your hand with soap and water. And then again, if we avoid touching, because we don't know say if we touch surfaces then or you come in contact with person or even you touch your nose, your eye, your mouth, you with this the hand where they talk about washing. If this hand not wash clean, you touch.
So we therefore can look at the way people can prevent but make people understand properly first the corona sickness and self how somebody go get and signs and symptoms.
Okay.
But before we come to that, make announce quickly. You where they listen the program a special Corona Hour where they come to your 98.1 FM. This program now with support from Osiwa Radio Democracy. They bring them come to you. Yourself where they listen can be part of the program by way you can send text message to the number 0779819181. 0779819181 are the number where you call and be the number where they send a text message and be part of the program. And inside the studio I get Ben Coca, we a health education officer at the Minister of Health and Sanitation. See the tell we within COVID-19 when a corona and how for prevent them. Earlier you don't talk about the mode of transmission. If somebody get corona, what are the signs and symptoms?
For listeners them and then viewers them, this now instill will they continue for the tell the general public that if anybody we don't see say the manifest, then kind thing then we they suspect the person say they get the coronavirus or the COVID-19 sick. If somebody they cough, they cough, because plenty people like you ask and say, okay, this sickness don't come, but when they cough and sneeze before. I really want family the way they listen, make them clearly understand, say, this not the abnormal one way it happen. Where person don't they sneeze, we know say quite before this time somebody can sneeze, when you sneeze one, we can turn we say bless you. But this one now we see say when somebody don't get this sick, it is sneeze more than the normal way we can sneeze. Then again also you can find out say they see this person, it cough and cough, and the cough where they cough na dry one. We're not gonna say na dry cough, but na so we don't see them. They not can pull something, but they cough dry one. And then again, we know say no sickness no they go with fever. When person they get high fever, the fever can be above normal. So with that also, and the person, like we don't say na pneumonia sick, like na pneumonia like sickness, you they see the person how it they blow it they find out difficult. So this na the thing them where anybody don't they see him from the person with the suspect this person say na corona sick they don't get with the suspect time. When they sneeze, they cough, they get high fever, they get difficulty in breathing. And then again, sometimes and then we can say the person he can look tired. So for family the way that they listen, this now some of the signs and symptoms them where it can happen to person where they don't get the corona sick.
When it comes to corona, the signs and symptoms, people they look mix them up. Is there any difference between signs and symptoms?
Good question really for family the way that they listen and then they view. Even if you get malaria, you can get high fever. This is now one of the cardinal signs for every illnesses. Then the coughing like how I don't talk and so really it's not normal. Normal coughing, we know that one. Abnormal one, this really, now no say, now the thing this way, people then they cast a kind of, I don't say aspersion, or then they go with denial, where I think say enough for be at all. Because if somebody they cough, if they sneeze, then you see say even the temperature high, and the pneumonia what they talk about is quite different. You know, the respiratory system what we get, if anybody where they listen in their view, you can put yourself at test. If at all there is no problem with your system what you get. You can withhold your breath for 5, 10, or 15 seconds. If nothing, no wrong with you at all, believe in me, you will withhold that breath. But if there is any abnormality within the system where your blood system is involved, you cannot hold your breath for the time where I don't state so. So, then one way down there for even examine yourself or say, yes, there is abnormality in the system. But for this one, still people then they say, okay, get normal cough, passing the cough, but we still want for make them know say the cough, the sneeze, the fever, and then even the tiredness and the difficulty in breathing. These are the major signs that we don't find out say if anybody gets this one, we the suspect and say they get coronavirus.
When you talk about coronavirus, mixed feeling they come up. Some people believe say no day at all in a salon. Some believe say it day. We make plenty, maybe they go by the precautionary measures them. As health education officer from the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, what is your message to salon people and regarding COVID-19 day or not?
I think thank you so much for people that wait and they listen. We always do the media for educate the general public, for make them know waiting for do. I think say this not a thing where somebody for the deny self again now, because the whole world, over 215 countries, we don't see say they are affected, and then not even tap though deaths they occur almost every day. Now countries that will know say, then they get high number of reported confirmed cases then, where it lead to we know say to complication. Another one, I know still anyhow it be people a percentage of people will they deny. When it started even overseas we see other countries then people come on at it and say no, COVID-19 a lie, not a true. But with waiting it on they do now, the ravage, the death toll, where we don't they get her. I think say this for don't tell people and say yes, the disease is there, it's real, and it only affect the whole world. Look, if people are still in denial, let me see what's going to happen. If not denial, if not a true, we're not going to inside this abnormal condition state where school not the business not the flow. We see no flight. We see no economic business they boom. Even at the other countries, that we see them they lock down. So we want to people and take the fact say the disease, what we they call COVID-19 or coronavirus, it there, and people are not they sick with them and then on they die. And again, even though what we don't they see, for say people and they die, but then they hope they see recovery. Will they see recovery from these illnesses? People and then they take them, where they not manifest the signs and symptoms. Now still they deny one way people for convince them. Make them know say yes. The reality here is coronavirus day. Will they see people they manifest the signs and symptoms again. Some then take them to the treatment center. They can provide treatment for them based on their immunity, they can recover. After recovery, when they see back, they come back into the system. They want them where they're not able to cope with the treatment, well, they see that they pass off, then they give up, then they die.
Okay.
And family and they listen. I know the youth them, then can they talk, say, yes, me young, active, they seek not for me, and therefore the people that they don't carry age, because most of the deaths that they will call, now, ages them will not say people that they don't carry age, but still the young one they said, see, very recently, a nurse, now UK said, at the age of 34, can you imagine they die of coronavirus? So we don't want my young one and think and say, they get denial, say, no, me not they say coronavirus. The sick, they affect all ages. The severity will go with the immune system. If your immunity so weak, where the sickness, the virus, they attack you, then that time it will be much, much higher for the person with immune system so weak.
Okay. So continue for day with me inside the program. Where we come, we look at the another aspect of the COVID fight again, where people believe say medicine not different, but people in the well outcomes. We they can't talk about that. If you just join with the program, na special Corona update, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and na Osiwa they support Radio Democracy for produce and bring this program come to you. And you same way so they listen we live on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, courtesy of Osiwa and powered by AfriCell. And Seth, you they listen we from Radio Shalom 89.5, where they cover the entire Kwanadugu and Falaba districts, and some partner Tonkolili. Same way so on Radio Malin 88.5, now the entire Pujon district to Liberia border, and Radio Colenten on 90.0 na Cambia. And inside today's edition of the program, I talk to Ben Coker, we na health education officer at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, we can tell me about the corona sick and for how for prevent them, as it give submit to the public about this sickness. The program they continue, we go for a short break. When we come, we continue the program after this message.
I'm Professor Alpha Tijan Wuri. I'm an associate professor of chemistry. I'm now the serve as Minister of Health and Sanitation. May I say, this disease not so plenty clever, not so plenty sense. Now you by yourself, now you get your life. The important thing is you get for wash your hand with soap and water regularly. The reason being, now your hand now in the carry the dirty. Now your hand now go bring the germs now your nose, now your mouth, now your eye. Now your hand now go give you this disease here. That's now the first and primary rule. The second rule, and for make you there away from somebody, where you there when they say social distance, you there about 2 meters away, 6 feet away. It means say the person body not go touch your body. The person cough not go get by you. In sneeze not go come by you. If you dey go to public, it's fine for make you get the face mask. The face mask now because when you cough, may keep you cough to yourself. When you sneeze, may you keep you sniff to yourself. May you not affect nobody.
Now Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bringing this message to you.
A family, this is City Tunis, acting National Publicity Secretary for APC. Corona done day now we county as we self don't see cases then they come out every day. Some we don't lose to COVID, some don't also recover. I recall on we all for make we observe the precautionary measures with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation and the EOC don't tell we for observe so that we go prevent we safe, we family, we friends and we neighbors them forget the sick. Make we wash we hand regularly with soap and water. Make we avoid for go side and we crowded. Now for always call 117 if you don't suspect say somebody dey where they show symptoms of corona. Person we get high fever, where they sneeze plenty, and where they cough plenty, where they show weakness, and where they complain pass mark that. Not call 117 if the person not sick. Now for the check on your neighbor, your family, and your friend during this difficult period who all the feds corona. I dey call on we all for make we all make and we business for kick corona out of Salone. I dey join all man na this country for tell plenty thank you to the healthcare and frontline workers them where they sacrifice their time and where they work under extreme conditions for save we all lives. May God bless them and may God bless their families. Ramadan Kareem, God bless we all, God bless Salone.
Now Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Umaro Napoleon Koroma, National Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. I dey try for talk to every Sierra Leonean for let understand say coronavirus, what they call COVID-19, is real. It attack everybody when a human being. It translate from one person to another. It's real, it's deadly, and it kill. They are let we Sierra Leoneans then continue for listen to all the measures the way government they put in place and make sure say we break the chain of the spread of this virus here, even for pull and come on our country as quickly as possible. Do your social distancing, wash your hand regularly, and make sure say we not transmit the disease from other person. If you get for move out of your house for go, then wait for find something and put na your face what they call mask and cover your face so that if at the end of the day you meet up somebody so we get that virus they one or two they talk, you know, go for translator to you, or if you say get you go for transfer to another person.
Now Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Famble them. My name is Bishop J. Archibald Cole. I'm the overseer for New Life Ministry and I'm the president for Pentecostal Fellowship of Sierra Leone. Today, I just want to encourage you. Follow una know say coronavirus is real and it bad. All over the world, it kill people. So do ya una follow the instruction and then direction where we will body people they don't give it. Una obey all the protocol, una keep the distance so we all go get well body. Corona go done and we all go tell Papa God thank you. God bless you all.
Now Osiwa support Radio Democracy for bring this message to you.
Well, from the message here, we come back now the studio and join with studio guest Ben Coca, we a health education officer and Minister of Health and Sanitation. We come for tell Salone people about the corona sickness and how for prevent them. Me where they bring you this edition of the program Musa Eskamara na my name and still get Ben Coca na the program. I come to you again, Mr. Coca. You been to talk about some the COVID-19 sickness, the history and the signs and symptoms.
Yeah.
But another belief, again, apart from the fact where people in the say, now old people them they die, not too young one them. Also, people believe say the sickness no get medicine, but people in the well.
Yeah.
So somebody where they listen now, what not the explanation in that regard to people we get them belief here?
Yes, Musa, thank you so much. I think say, you know, family when they listen and then they view, then go one for it in between the line. Now we say vaccine no day, but when they see people and they sick with the coronavirus, then they recover again. The thing behind it, we want to make people and clearly understand. We know say the sickness itself, it gets signs and symptoms and things and the way. The person they manifest, thing and the way the person they show or inside they feel. So with that, when the person they not take care now the treatment center, we know say they are well trained and qualified doctors them, where everybody gets their own specialty for look into the various signs and symptoms and way this person don't manifest. We want me fumble and no say if the cough we now one of the signs where you don't carry it inside the treatment center management procedure then they put in place for you so that cough they go for recover from it. Then again the pneumonia sick what we know say the lungs, the difficulty in breathing where they see then they give support treatment so that drugs then don't they where they are available so that it go able relieve the kind of pain them way they feel when they within that treatment center. And above all, we know say everybody the how way God make we or they look at with studies how immunity day, how strong the body the yam the inside when sickness don't hold you. Now so most people they can respond to illnesses. And for the mere fact they don't take you and we know say you immunity is strong enough and then with the diet again where they give you because treatment also they go with other recommendations. If then they give you drug for one specific symptoms or signs where we don't manifest, then can advise you alongside again for your nutritional status. This is what exactly is happening at the treatment center. Then they look at your nutritional level, the food them way, the diet them way for eat, for boost up your immunity, for boost up the system, then also so that the drug where you they take, it will be very, very active. When you don't eat the food, then the drug will be able to assimilate, it go inside the system and able for do reach the parts that will not say really the organs that will not say a required nutrient as well as the drug for making for good day. So that they happen within the treatment center. Then they give you regular diet, food where you know say you go able for boost up your system as well as the drug where then they give you for manage if at all now pain you they feel on the tiredness or on the cough, that's go able for alleviate that pain so that with the time you know say treatment they go time where then they give you within the hospital or the facility. As the time they go, how you they take the drug and then the food where they eat, now that they make people and they pick up the immunity they boost up until with time they're able for do another test and know say, oh, this person know the virus will not get them at all again. So it is not by magic where people and they recover. Now by way of treatment based on the condition where they don't diagnose the patient, now they know say this now the condition now in we they treat for.
Okay.
So I know people then you say, okay, now virus now we not get vaccine for this, but we see people so that now the whole thing behind it. And not only coronavirus don't be sick where people and recover for. Other illnesses too. We they see even people with TB, now take out for example, somebody they will get TB, sickness or illness, if they go in at the facility, then they get a good diet, then they put on diet, regular diet, at the same time, the time they will take in drug, take to a period of time, then can test time again, it not get the bacteria at all. So that person can move and go out to the community and join the family there. Not get sick again and not able to pass it again to other people there.
Okay, in Nimna Ben Koka in Health Education Officer and the Minister of Health and Sanitation, the program na special Corona update. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and partner stations them across the country with support from Usiwa. You will listen we any parts of the country or the world. You can drop your text message or continue for send text message to the number 077 981 981 077981981 or any comment or concern we get inside the program. Yourself with the view live now Facebook can send you comments there with the read them and for questions we ask to the specialist who we get inside the program. I come to you again, Mr. Koka. You don't talk about the recovery where people in the world from you don't talk about signs and symptoms of the sickness, but how person they prevent himself from corona?
Thank you so much. The prevention component, we they promote, we know say it easy. If we can listen to waiting the minister talk in the jingle, the Minister of Health, he talks, say, it's a one sure way where we go able for tap the sick. Now we don't wash we hand with soap and water. This now one way. Earlier on I talk about that one day, but if find this is a behavior that is doable. If nothing, what would they do? Like how they come soon at the studio and meet the wash hand station outside the door. If we all they continue for they do the hand washing with soap and water, we they reduce the risk for make we not transfer the sickness to ourselves, because this hand proved on they say for most of the illnesses now this hand now in the vehicle, because now what they take for work with, now they take for do everything with. So if this hand carry the germs then we're not able for wash hand, all term now illnesses for we. More now for this COVID, what we know say now through contact, sneeze, other person them, and where you touch surfaces, then where the virus they. If you take this in your hand, you touch your eye, you touch your nose, or the mouth, you they easily, these are easy routes where the virus they pass, because we see the lining of all them places and what I don't call, they're in liquid form. So easily the eye, the nose, the mouth, now easy route for make you go into the system. So now that make we say for go they wash your hand. Then again, the other behavior what we really want for make we promote. We agree the minister self talk and other people there, even the religious people, we still promote, we say make we avoid somebody who is sick, or make you not touch. We distance we self from people. You don't know the person in status. We know say culturally, we quite before this time, even the Ebola term, we been say no the shakan. The reason why shakan we for avoid as another way for prevent yourself, you might not know somebody don't go cough and sneeze in your hand. When I meet up, they can't shake hand. And you not get the time, not a practice for you as a behavior for go do hand washing. Now the sure way, now the way that one they get the sick. So now that make we say handshaking is another thing to go for avoid.
Okay.
We say again, avoid close contact with somebody who is sick. Because anybody who is sick, now this disease, make a come again, my family and no say. Now a virus, like how we talk, it come from a large group of other viruses. And it come up from animal, now not to man. We usually we can say they are zoonotic. Now it don't come out to the animal, now not to man. We they see now it move from person to person, from man to man. And the prevention again, where we all as a government not make as a policy for say all man for the wear mask. The reason why we want for the wear